Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
There are more than 150 forest fires burning across Canada right now. Not only have thousands been forced from their homes, the smoke from those fires is impacting millions of people across North America, with the smoke traveling as far away as Europe.
Because there's so much heat, there's so much energy in those fires, those smoke particles can travel really long distances.
While most of the air quality warnings are for Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and northwestern Ontario, experts warn the list could grow over the coming days. Over the weekend, smoke drifted into parts of the American Midwest, though hazy conditions have been reported as far south as Georgia. Experts say it's especially important for young children and older adults to follow air quality warnings and stay indoors as much as possible.
The health impacts of these smoke particles, that especially the ones that are smaller than about 0.3 of a millimeter, is that they can really get deep into your lungs.
With climate change expected to keep increasing the risk and severity of forest fires, experts say more money for fire prevention is needed to reduce the overall impact they have on both people and the economy.
Short term, we have to adapt. So adaptation is really about spending a lot more on fire prevention, the federal government and the provincial governments.
The hazy skies in some parts of North America today reminiscent of the 2023 wildfire season, the most destructive ever recorded. More than 6,000 fires burned a staggering 150,000 square kilometers, creating dangerous air quality for many parts of the continent. Some tips from experts include using an air purifier inside and keeping windows closed as much as possible. Heather Wright, CTV News, Toronto.
Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. This is your beloved brother, Big Levi. This is your humble servant, Big Levi. And today is Noga, June the 6th, 2025, and it's currently 3:19 p.m. Eastern Time pre-recorded. Beloved, what you are seeing here is no joke, and then it is not staged. Of course, we'll have people try to come over here, try to prove to us that, oh yeah, it's the government faking this and stuff. No, this thing is real. The smoke, the fire is so bad. This is in Canada, beloved, okay? All right? It goes as far as Europe, okay? Let me see if I can get Google Earth in the meantime while we are doing this. The smoke go all the way to Europe. What's going on? What's happening? What's causing this? What seems to be the problem? Now, again, you see how those people are avoiding of showing you what is actually burning down there. So people will think like, oh, it's only the trees and there are not in community that are being burned down, or people, or even livestock. It's just like a random wildfire that are doing wild things, but it isn't. This thing is actually targeting specific community, and then those people are being swept off the lane worldwide. And this is like a day ago, 2 days ago. Let me see. June 4th, today is June 6th. Let me see any update.
And joining me now is our CTV News.
Okay. All right. This is 3 minutes ago. Is that what that is? Okay, that's the same fire. Let me see another one. This one could be good. Let me see this one. This is an hour ago.
150 more firefighters from Quebec and the United States are coming to help battle wildfires. The extra help will fight fires in areas where they're burning out of control in.
So what happened here, beloved? For years we've been telling those people that the fires are not going to stop. Again, this is plague 2 of the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham, fiery conflagration of the cities. It's only going to get worse. And when we were making those videos, they were talking about, oh well, this is in California. This is a Californian issue, not my issue. And then now you got wildfire pretty much everywhere. You get wildfire in Canada. You get wildfire in North Carolina, South Carolina, places that are unheard of. Wildfire in Japan, South Korea. You know, you like, this is rare. I never heard of wildfires in this area. So, because this is part of it, and it's worldwide, beloved. Okay, every single one of those plagues are going on worldwide. Now, people are saying that, well, they are doing this because it's a prelude to Jacob's trouble. They're trying to bring Jacob's trouble. The elite is about to assume powers. The elite about to do this. And just asking those people, tell them, who've been in power? What do you mean Elon Musk going to be in power? Jeff Bezos going to be in power? Bill Gates gonna be in power? The Pope gonna come back from death, gonna be in power? The Queen? Who was in power? You people acting like nobody when things were good for you. It was the people. The people, we were in power. But the people were doing this. The people were doing that. Now suddenly we have this. Let us come together. Let us pray together. Let us this together. We are the same race. No division. No, we not. No, we aren't. You must understand, when you are in a position of being little, in a position of subservient, in a position of being a servant, in a position of being a slave, in a negative position, in a position of being the dirt scum of the earth, you are alone. You are lonely. You are seeking ally. You want people to come with you. That's what happened to our people. When we were at the bottom, we were seeking to, hey man, come here and suffer with us, man. The white man is doing this. Nobody don't want nothing to do with the white man, the white folk. They don't want nothing to do with us. The immigrants, the Latinos, the Chinese, Asians, the East Indian, they want nothing to do with our people. Suddenly, now all of a sudden, you got people like this guy. Let me see if I can get him like right quick. Suddenly, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we got people like this fellow right here.
Video, but it is so goddamn hard to make this fucking video because the world just doesn't fucking care. You know, I was listening to Charleston White this morning, and he was fucking preaching. I'm gonna try and make this fucking video, but it is so goddamn hard to make this fucking video because the world just doesn't fucking care. You know, I was listening to Charleston White this morning, and he was fucking preaching. He was preaching, and he made me fucking cry. This shit broke my fucking heart, and now I've done dried up the tears, and I'm fucking pissed off. It's not a black problem. It's not a black community problem. It's not a fucking white problem. It's not a white people, white race, white fucking kingdom, white conquerors, white colonialists. It's not that kind of fucking problem.
Well, it was. Back then, that's what it was. We were the master race. We are the masters. You guys are the slave, and we want nothing to do with you. We are the white tribe. We are God's chosen people. Asia's over there is God's chosen people. Suddenly now there's this rage. We are the same. There's this rage. We need to come together. When it is your people online that are going out there and telling you they have black fatigue and stuff, they are your people that go out there and say black folk is the problem. and now suddenly everybody want to come together. We are one tribe. We are one people. There's no such thing as a white man and stuff. That's exactly what we've been telling you. That's when we were at the bottom, and you didn't listen.
It's not a Mexican problem. It's not an illegal fucking alien problem. The problem is all these motherfuckers wanting to separate us in sub-fucking categories. By religion, by sexuality, by the color of our fucking skin.
Trying? They've been doing this for like centuries. And the entire world was okay with that. The entire world watch how so-called black folk were at the bottom of every society, bottom of the world. Everywhere you go, you go over there in India, you'll see the darkest skin person, the Dalit, is at the bottom. They are below the commoner. You go to China, the darkest at the bottom. You go to Africa. You go to Australia. You go to Latin America. You go to Haiti. Go to the Caribbean. The darkest is at the bottom. The entire world see our people at the bottom because that's what the entire world taught themselves, and they accepted it was fine. Suddenly, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we got this fellow right here.
By our ethnicity, by our fucking culture. This is why this planet is so far fucking behind. And if there are other goddamn people out there, if there are other fucking beings out there in the goddamn universe, I hope they don't have the same goddamn problems that we have fucking here. But then again, if they don't have the same problems that we have here, well, goddamn, that means they've advanced far beyond what the fuck we have.
Then that's exactly what it is. Those beings, we've been in contact with them. Not only our people here, multiple people. We've seen the technology. We may not understand the technology. And the reason why they choose to make themselves visible, and it is much more relaxed to talk about those things live online or TikTok or YouTube or social media. Back then, you would have been flagged. CIA would have come in and intimidate you. Men in black, all this garbage. Now, they know they can do this stuff. You people are the only people. You so-called 83, the white man is the one at the forefront telling every single person there is no life on any other planet. Nothing existed. Everything is, the only thing that existed is them. If they say something exists, it exists. There's no life on Mars. There's no life on the moon. There's no life on the sun. We know on a natural phenomenon that give life. Therefore, there's no life in there. There's no life. The universe is so big, so huge, and it's completely empty. You put this on your church. Your church made it a law. If you look at the sky, you are practicing witchcraft. If you talk about the stars, you are practicing witchcraft. Till this day, you people are still doing that. You are the one that discourage contact with other higher being because you consider yourself the highest being. Besides you, there is none. And when people are trying to find knowledge, you ridicule them. When people are trying to discuss knowledge, you make them seem like they are crackpot. Now, the curse flip on you, and then you are seeing what we've been seeing. You are suffering, you are witnessing, and living what we had lived.
They've advanced to the point of where we're capable of advancing, but we hold our fucking selves back.
Well, we are not holding ourselves back. You did hold the entire world back. You, some 83, hold the entire world back. The reason why you didn't see all those civilization or technological advancement, the highest thing that you have right now is AI generated images or AI written and stuff. The iPhone is your latest. Your iPhone is your last greatest, whatever computer technology and stuff. That's the only thing that you're capable of. It's not like, is that thing recording? Yes, it is. It's not like the higher whatever civilization, technological things are not there. They are there. Your people are hiding it. The civilization that's still there. You said there was an ancient civilization here, but somehow they all died. No, you came in upon those what you're calling ancient civilization that was here. You enslaved them. You enslave them, and then you like, oh, Tateria, it's like old civil, old world. No, it's still the same world. There's no such thing as a lost civilization. There is a hidden civilization. You hide everything. You people make all the rules, you make all the laws, you make all the policies. And then now those same things, rules and laws and policies that you did come back onto you, then we are holding ourselves back. No, we do not. You are the one that made it a law. If a slave know how to read and write, this is death sentence right there. You are the one that make every single thing on this planet so expensive. People cannot move. They have to work, 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 and work. They get nowhere. You did this. You are the one that hold this planet down. You are the one that hold this realm back. Everywhere you go, you steal, you rip and rob, you bomb. You put gangs everywhere, you put terrorists everywhere, and you control the narrative. And then you say, I'm going to bring those people democracy. Those people are incapable of governing themselves. We don't want them. Shoot them, bomb them. And all of you know for a fact that's a lie. And you approve it, you stand, you clap, you applaud. And this is the result of it. We holding out. Suddenly there's a we now. This word never did existed, but okay. All right, well, let's keep on moving.
Yes, they have split us up and divided us. They have started segregation and separation, been going on for fucking years. All these sub-fucking categories of goddamn races. We are all on the same fucking planet. We are all on the third rock from the fucking sun. It's one goddamn solar system. One fucking sun out of fucking billions out there. Yet we can't fucking get along here. We can't fucking get along here. Fuck the black shit. Fuck the white shit. Fuck the brown shit. Fuck all this goddamn race and ethnicity bullshit. We are fucking humans living on the same goddamn ground, the same fucking earth.
Well, the thing is that our people were 3/5 of a human being. That's how you declare us to be. That's how you treat our people. And that's why the entire world listen and follow and treat us 3/5 of a human being. We are not all human. Till this day, you still have those laws and certain books and certain things. Okay, you guys did this. You guys are the one that did all those stuff, and then suddenly now you tired of them. Why? Because now people are looking at you. They say, "Hey, you are the demonic being upon this earth. You are the beast of this earth. You are not human because your behavior, your action shows that you aren't. And now you cannot hit. The heat is too much. I gotta get out of the kitchen. But no, I want the heat to get out. I want to still stay in the kitchen so I can eat. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Your people did this. You did this to our people, the chosen people of God, the most sacred people on this planet. You lost your goddamn mind. You knew you shouldn't have done. You shouldn't put this. You didn't do that. You put your hand upon us. We warn you. Others that are like you warn you. Say, don't do this to those people. Administer the punishment that was you supposed to be administered and then done. No, you take over. You overstay your visa. You overstay your welcome. You swagger jack the entire earth. You destroy everything. You jacked up the prices of everything. Everything is so difficult for everybody out there. And you convince people these things that are happening there. You know who's responsible for it? Black people. You know who's responsible for this? Those immigrant over there. Those Haitian over there. You know, they have gangs, and then every single day you're watching the news. The Haitian gangs are killing American here. They are eating their pets. Yeah, that's what fuel the so-called Latino vote. That's what fuel you white folks vote. When you heard that they were going to do mass deportation, they never did mass deportation of Cuban before. They never did this. Deportation was something that is similar to black folk. Ever since so-called Haitian keep coming here, you keep sending them back. It was normal. When they say I'm gonna get rid of those criminal, okay, only the criminal. Criminal is a code word for black people. You people thought they were going to take our brethren and ship them to Africa. That's what you vote. That's why you voted. And then now this issue and people like, okay, well, I can hold this, and stuff like that and things. Well, that's the result. How long we are into this, good grief?
There is one motherfucking race, and that's the human race. And until y'all fucking see that shit, we cannot advance. We cannot reach our full fucking potential. Imagine how great this goddamn world would be if people put all that bullshit aside and we started working together and fucking building together.
Well, we can't, because this thing cannot simply be put aside. This thing cannot simply say, you know what? Let us forget about all the atrocities, all the horrible and terrible things that are done unto us, unto our people, and then let us come together now and heal each other. It can't work like that. You cannot destroy my home, my land, my planet, and then now there's nothing left for you to destroy, and then now you want me to come to you and apologize to you, and you want me to come to you and collab to you and fix the planet and fix the house. We need to help each other because we did this together. It don't work like that, man. You guys need to acknowledge you fucked up everything. You destroyed everything. You led the world astray. You lied to the world of who we are. And now, because of this, you have this issue in the midst. You don't know how to resolve it because you people are not saviors. You people are not healers. You are destroyers. You are harbingers of doom. Wherever you go, you destroy the place, and everybody see you destroy it, and then you claiming like, okay, well, it wasn't me. If we not get together, we can advance. That's exactly what we've been trying to do with you, get ourselves together with you, but you rejected us because we were the 3/5 of the human being. We were a slave in that night. This isn't as simple as you think it is, that you're just going to come out there and say, hey, no blacks, no whites, no Latinos, no things. All those stuff which you made up. No, this we are one human race. Let's build the world. What do black folk have, so to speak, so they can help you build? You have every single freaking thing on this planet. You have all the wealth, you got all the resources, you got all the tools, equipments, and materials to help you build this world. You could have made this world a paradise, but you made it into hell. Well, we need to come together to building with what? What do black folk, what do our people have? What do our chosen, the children of the light, master of darkness, the Israelites of the true Bible, the true Israelite of the Bible, what do they have? They're going to come together and put together with you. That's exactly what we've been trying to do for ages and ages, and you made it clear that I don't want to come together with you Negroes, man. I don't want you Negroes to come together with me. I don't want you to see your butt nowhere near my home. You make laws, you make rules, you make policies to destroy our people, and you did. So now you are the brother or sister that had this drug addiction from the 80s, 90s, which is still there, and they build somewhat some form of immunity to them, and you want them to say, you know what I did to people in the 80s, 90s with the crack was nothing. Just I don't think it affected your life that much. It didn't affect you black people life like that much. Okay, let's come together and build these new things. It doesn't work like that.
We started loving each other, accepting each other, learning from each other, and moving forward, progressing together. Y'all motherfuckers talk about you need to stay with your fucking group. You need to stay with your people. It's 2025. Everybody's so goddamn mixed today. Nobody knows where the fuck they belong.
Well, that's the thing. You people are the one who did this. You made this mixage. You are the one that effed up everything. You rape everybody upon this earth because you want to confuse them. Okay? You are the one that make all those subgroups. You are the one that categorize people in group. You are the one that say, I am a first world country. You are a third world country. I am a developing country. I am a fully developed country. You are a developing country. I am this, I'm that. You are the one that make everything. Now you make your bed. Now you don't want to lie on it, man. Come on.
4 generations of my mother's side of the fucking family. French Canadian, lived in goddamn Canada before moving to fucking New York. When she was 4 years old, she moved to Florida. My granny, my fucking dad's mama, was 4 years old when she migrated from Mexico to America with my great-grandfather. 100% authentic Hispanic. The man that she chose to marry, well, he's German-Polish.
A white man. Because that's what they told him to do. That's what they told your people to do. Marry up. La raza. We have to evolve la raza. Get a white man, you know? Marry a white man. But that's how you came out like that. Those are unspoken rules. Well, more like unwritten rules.
So a Mexican woman and a German-Polish man got to fucking together and had a kid. Happened to be my fucking daddy. My mama's family come out of fucking Canada. So yeah, into New York, where there's a bunch of English, French, and all that fucking shit. They happen to meet up in Florida at a fucking bar, shooting pool, throwing darts. I'm a product of that. Hell, by y'all's fucking ideologies, I'm from the wrong side of both goddamn borders. So if I'm supposed to fucking go back, where the fuck do I fucking go?
We will decide your fate, good sir. We will decide where sir, you are jumping ahead. We will decide where you're going to go. We will decide where we're going to send you. All of you people are moving here, moving there, and like, oh, well, Trump is doing deportation. And you guys think like, this is where you're going to be. No, there will be a very special place for you, sir. There will be a very special place for you people out there. Is that thing recording? Is it recording? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay? Listen, this is what you folks did. You make this world, you make this planet so hostile to black folk, to our people, to the children of God. There is nowhere we can go that we are safe. There is nowhere we can go we won't receive some kind of negative backward treatment. There's nowhere we can go we do not, the curses do not follow us. Our reputation do not precede us. Our people are running everywhere. We want to the so-called African. They don't want us. We want to the Latino community. Well, they hate our guts. We want to the Hispanic community. They despise us. We can't run to you, white folks, because we are running away from you. Some of the people stay, you know. And then now, all those people that were running around, nowhere accepting them, and then now they form a little community together. They band together now. They form a little village, and they stay now. Now their village is self-sustainable. Everything is working well. While around their village, everything is falling apart. Now you guys are standing outside. You can't get to the village. Now you're yelling, calling the people out of the village to come and help you rebuild this empire that our empire. We have a very special place for you, good sir. Don't worry about that.
Where do my mixed nieces and nephews go? Where does my friend Treat's daughter go, since she's mixed? Where the fuck do we fucking belong? Y'all motherfuckers need to chill the fuck out with that shit. You need to get that ignorance and that hate and that judgmental bullshit out your fucking head, and you need to realize that this shit's bigger than one goddamn subcategory of a fucking race. This shit.
Again, you people are the one that did this. You made it a law. You come with the one drop rule. You said we are the right race. You guys call us Negro. You call us blacks. You call our people African American. You call us Haitian. You call us Jamaican. You call us mulattoes. You call us mestizos. You are the one that did this. You created all those categories. You confused the hell out of this world, man. Now this confusion is eating you up. This confusion is your doom now. Now you're at the bottom. Now you want everybody to come together. We cannot come together because we never were together. We cannot come together because we're not supposed to be together. We will never be together. We suffer. We did not suffer together. We did not go to Jacob's trouble together. Now we're coming out of this. We want to come out of this thing together. This is how the trouble works. Jacob and Esau, they are brothers. Okay? Jacob went through the trouble first, and then when Jacob is coming out of the trouble, Esau is going to have to go through his own trouble. This is Esau's trouble. The reason why Esau was born first, and then Jacob was holding his heel at his hand, holding his heel, that was like Jacob was supposed to born first. What happened is they were fighting in the room, and Esau, tricked Jacob. He popped up first. He tried to escape. He popped up first. He came out first. That's why Jacob hold his heel, tried to pull him down, say, whoa, hang on, nigga. I'm first. But you came first. And then Jacob suffered, his trouble first. He went through it, all the Inquisition, the Roman wars, and all the other wars, all the thousands of years going to this thing. Now he's coming out of it. Now it is your time. And you ain't going to come out of this thing.
Shit's bigger than one fucking ethnicity. If you think people are so much fucking different and it's a race issue, why don't you drive through the goddamn ghetto and then turn around and drive through the fucking trailer park and see if the fucking lives aren't similar? If the shit they go through ain't the fucking same.
It's nowhere near that, my good sir. When you are comparing trailers and the hood, you are comparing apple and fire. You're not even comparing apple and orange. You're comparing apple with a bun of fire. This is two complete entities. You see, in the so-called the hood and the ghettos, we don't own anything. We don't own the house. We don't own nothing. Few of our people do, on this. We pay rent. We don't have stores. We don't have food. We are a base of consumer, and that's what we do. We consume. We keep the economy going. We keep your empire, your kingdom working. We are being targeted. Okay, the police is always in the hood. Always there's a shooting in the hood, murdering in the hood. The money that they give the schools are mal-equipped in the hood. Trash don't pick up well in the hood, and then the hood is 24/7 in the news. We're being scrutinized for every little thing. They want to find out what you're doing, what is this, and then if you have the hood, you can get a real good job. The moment you put the place, I'm from South Side, I'm from North Side, I'm from this. It's already said that you're this, and the hood. We're being exploited from the hood. Now this is the hood. Let's jump to the other side. Most of you trailer trash people, you own your trailers. You pay little to no rent. Okay, you do a lot of meth though. Okay, just like the hood, there's plenty of drugs. The hood is the dumping ground, the landfill for drugs. That's what you guys did. You use your CIA, FBI, and all those big governments, all those secret things to dump drugs in the hood to kill our people, but it didn't work. Your trailers, you pay little to no rent. You own. Most of the people that live in those trailers, they own the trailers. They may not own the land, they own the trailers. Okay, they are not targeted. Nobody come over there and then pull them over all the time, patrolling the trailer track, shooting them in the back, or always harassing the trailers. Okay, your trailer people, they are not the targeted. Okay, they can pretty much walk anywhere and do anything unless they tell you they live in a trailer park. You won't know, but our people can do this. The moment we walk outside, we take the ghetto outside with us. Wherever we go, we take the hood with us. And whether we were living in a white neighborhood, a super high neighborhood, wherever we go, everybody assumes this is an animal, a 3/5 of a human being. This is a beast. This is one of them. He's a hood nigga. He's going to shoot. He's going to be loud. He's going to be this. This is how you guys do. There is no difference. And the hood, has his own culture, his own music, his own film and stuff. Go to the trailer trash. Well, you guys have you don't have any music. You say country, you don't have that. You don't have your own movies. You don't have your own style. You don't. This is two different entities. Okay, you people in the trailer park, you got your own political things, and then people cannot do anything to you. You got people that protect you. Got laws that are made for you. Got all the policies and things you can enjoy and stuff like that. Our people do not have this. They don't. There's two different things here, my friend.
Color of their skin might be fucking different, but there are so many goddamn similarities that y'all fucking ignore. The problems are beyond fucking race. We are one fucking race. We are the human race. We need to come together, learn from each other, learn to understand each other, live together, and progress together. That's the only goddamn way humanity is gonna fucking survive. That's the...
Okay, when we wanted to come together with you people, you make laws, you make segregation, we wanted to go to your school, we wanted to be we wanted to be you, but you didn't. We offer ourselves. We did everything we could have done to please you. You rejected us. You didn't want to come together with our people. You didn't want to do this and that. Oh man. Excuse me. Whew. I think I'm gonna get some sleep here. But anyway, I can't sleep because I gotta do the class so later on. But anyway, we can't come together with you people because well we're not supposed to, and at the end there's no coming together to share that punishment with you guys because you didn't share the blessing with us.
The only goddamn way humanity is gonna fucking advance. That's the only goddamn way humanity is gonna reach its full fucking potential. But I'm tired of hearing all this fucking race bullshit and everybody wanting to separate and segregate each other so we cannot fucking advance. If you're part of the fucking problem, go fuck yourself.
Well, that's as delicate language used there by the civilized man. But nonetheless, beloved, I really didn't want to go into this, and people are like, why is this happening, man? Why is it now the entire world wish to come together? The entire world need to be together. We need to pray together. We need to do this together. We cannot share the blessing together, though. You need to pray for me. I'm lonely, man. I'm afraid. I'm tired. The elites are coming after me, and those damn elites are the one that putting us towards each other. I mean, they just start doing this now. They didn't do it back then. They just start doing it now because they're about to take power. They're about to leave to go to Mars and destroy us, and then come back, fix everything themselves, and then bring a brand new civilization. The elite about to go cover the sun. The elite about to do this. This thing. Well, it's happening because of all this confusion. Genesis 15 verse 13, and he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in the land that is not theirs, and they shall serve them 400 years. They shall afflict them 400 years. 1619, 2019, right after 2019, 2020 hit, it wasn't the elite that did this. It wasn't something that was staged. It was the beginning of your sorrow. After 2020, you guys were praying and asking for things to come to normal. You guys were praying and asking what's going on. You guys were praying and asking for things to be back to normal. It didn't work. It won't work. It can't work. It'll never work. The reason is that the blessing is over. The curse has switched. We've been telling you this for years. Now that most people are seeing this, most people are watching this, this isn't normal. This is really, really very bad. They don't want no part of this. And then now you guys are like, okay, well, we need black folk to come together. We need them to help us, and so we can move forward and reach our full potential. Again, like I said, I'm gonna keep saying this. You people have the money, you have the power, you have the wealth, you have the technology to turn this planet into an amazing, super advanced civilization. It doesn't take that long. You people have the wit, the necessary knowledge to make this earth a paradise and clean every trash and stop all fossil fuel and power everything with clean energy. You choose not to. You choose gain or growth. You choose trinkets over treasure. Okay, well, I think I'm falling asleep. Did I snore? Hang on, where I was? Okay, I think I've been falling asleep. What happened here? Did I say something here? I lost my train of thought because I fall asleep a little. What happened? Alright, I'm up. Yeah, you people destroy everything, and then the reason why this happening here, it's Genesis 15 verse 14 now, which we are in, which said, and also that nation who they shall serve will I judge, and the Holy One is judging you through the 10 plagues of Apocalypse of Abraham, and what we've been what we've been witnessing here was the sorrow. This man is sad. He want people to come with him. He want people to be by him. He want the people to not dig in the past and forget the past. Let's move to the future. Let's be together. Let's come together. Let's build together. And then we are all human. And forget about the way that I treated you. Forget about the things that I've done into you. Forget about your land. Forget about everything. And hold no grudges so we can go back to what pre-2019. But it ain't gonna work, man. It's not gonna work here, man. All right. So we're done with the wildfire. This video, let's take the other one.
Authorities in Saskatchewan have issued a new wildfire evacuation order. People in the communities of L'Orange and Eagle Point are being urged to leave immediately as a fast-moving wildfire heads their way. Saskatchewan Premier Scott Moe is under pressure to call in the military. Moe hasn't ruled out requesting federal aid, but has also said the province doesn't need Ottawa's help. Authorities say they need water bombers and more firefighters. They say Ottawa cannot provide those resources. At the moment, firefighters from other provinces and the United States are helping to battle the flames. And for a closer look at some of the wildfires across the country, we're joined by Linda Ward. So, Linda, you've been keeping track of the situation coming out of Manitoba right now. Bring us up to speed.
Yeah, just getting an update from the city of Flin Flon. We've been watching the situation very closely. Of course, there are 5,000 people out of their homes in Flin Flon, 1,200 from Crichton. And what we are hearing now is an update on the status of this fire. Just take a look at the size of this fire. The Sheridan, Crichton, and Wolf Lake fires have merged. The fire is now approximately, get this, 140 kilometers long and 5 kilometers wide. Just a beast of a fire there. But the good news for the people of Flin Flon and Crichton is that no structures have been lost as of last night. Winds, however, in the area are blowing from the south, and that is making for some very heavy smoke and some fire moving towards the south side of Flin Flon, making for very difficult conditions there. Fire protection, sprinklers have been set up. Crews have been working to protect properties in the area. They have about 260 personnel still deployed on the ground there. Another area that we're looking at is Lynn Lake, and that's about 570 residents who are out of their homes in that area. On Sunday, I know we were talking about this, 400-foot tall flames going through this community. Some structures have been lost, but gladly, those are just abandoned structures mainly. They have saved the hospital, they have saved other critical structures, but still the fire to the south is threatening this community. And yesterday they said that there were 2 flare-ups, one of them near the hospital, one near an old mine site. So that is not great news there, but teams are working on this. Again, winds making this very difficult. Mandatory evacuation remains in place. And as for when people might get back, they say it's just not safe to begin that process yet.
So we've discussed Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and there's also fires to keep track of, a situation in BC unfolding.
Yeah, resources are stretched for sure across all of Western Canada. We're looking at the situation with the Kiskadinaw River wildfire in British Columbia, because that is threatening both British Columbia and Alberta. It's very, very close to the border, 2 kilometers away at last check. We've reached out to both wildfire services to see just what has happened with this fire overnight. A reporter in the area sent in some images that we can show you of just what this fire looks like. But certainly for people in the area, my goodness, what it looks like it's very, very close. And certainly a lot of the area has been now evacuated. The county of Grand Prairie issuing an evacuation order for part of the county. And there are 53 residences included in that evacuation order. An alert for 86 other residents: be ready to leave if they have to. An evacuation center has been set up at the Hythe Community Library. People are being put up in hotels and in campgrounds. On the BC side of the border, of course, we are watching the fire very closely there as well. And there is a community there called Kelly Lake. About 70 people under evacuation order, and a new and very dire warning coming for the people from Peace River Regional District, telling people if you have not left the community yet, get out now or you may not be able to. They issued a statement saying rescue of trapped residents may not be possible. The fire cannot be contained. First responders may be forced to leave the area due to intensifying conditions. This means that the fire may be fatal to those in its path. Get out now is the advice. We reached out, or our colleagues in British Columbia reached out to Shelley Caliu, a cultural advisor for Kelly Lake First Nation, about the situation facing her community right now.
I still feel like, I seen a few people have crying, and you have some that are not really grasping the full enormity of it. It still doesn't feel real. And even though we've seen the video, we're hearing the reports, I'm still hopeful that those houses can be saved and, we can go back.
So much uncertainty. This is such a difficult situation facing so many people in communities right across the wildfire zone. They continue to fight it, but again, the winds are expected to be picking up right through this area today into tomorrow, and that is going to make things even more unpredictable.
Not good news for them. Thank you for this, Linda. That is Linda Ward reporting.
Oh, okay. What happened? Okay, I think this whole thing is done. All right. Oh, boy. Canada is really getting it. Maybe I was snowing. I don't know what happened, but I'm still here. Got another 12 minutes or 15 minutes. Let's keep on going.
Here's what it looks like from our Nissan Stadium camera here in downtown Nashville. News 2 meteorologist Alex Libby here to explain the impacts from what we're seeing with all this smoke. Alex.
Yeah, some of the impacts, obviously that hazy sky that we're seeing right now in downtown Nashville. But you might be wondering, is that smoke causing the air quality to be worse? Well, maybe a tiny bit. Right now, according to airnow.gov, we have moderate air quality over all of Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky. Not bad enough to warn any air quality alerts, so everyone is safe to be outside. But for those that are super sensitive, you might notice a little bit more difficulty breathing. That's because that smoke, it's directly overhead. It's high enough in the atmosphere. That's kind of why we're not seeing those air quality issues. But you can see all over Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky. Now, if you want to get a good sunset photo, because that's one thing that this smoke is doing, beautiful sunrise and sunsets. Well, sunsets at around 8:01 p.m. tonight, And there'll still be smoke over Nashville, but you might want to get out tonight because look what happens as we head into Thursday and even into Friday. That smoke moves off to the east, and we'll notice a lot more clear skies. It'll be cloudy, but the smoke will be gone by tomorrow and Friday. But not before. We've already seen some amazing photos Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and today. We've had smoke overhead. This is a photo from Jared Ambrose in Hermitage. Look at that beautiful sun. It looks like a orange ball that you could almost like grab, because that smoke is kind of limiting how much of those rays from the sun that we're seeing. So you can actually just see an orange ball in the sky. Same deal in Dixon. And here's a beautiful photo from downtown Nashville. You can see this would normally be a bright blue sky, but we have those hazy skies over Music City. Tori?
Okay. Again, as you can see,
And CTV's Kamal Karamali is tracking all of this and joins me now with the...
As you can see, the wildfire particles, the smoke, and it seems like it covered the entire sky like a dust and went all the way up to Europe. So people are asking, but what would happen if you break the smoke? What would be the damage and things? What would be the damage? Okay, so now when you inhale the smoke of the sun, let's say over there in Europe, and the more these things travel, the more the particle refine themselves. There's no such thing as dust, but particle dust. And when you say it, when you want to, oh boy, when is it going to space? What am I talking about here? God, I really need to get some sleep. Forgive me, beloved. Did I speak Creole? I don't know what's going on here. Let me sit straight. All right. Yeah, the damage you can inhale from those particles, which are programmed to get into the bloodstream of whoever is not us, and then sudden drop. All right, let's keep on moving.
This has been really thick smoke across our area today, and I've been watching the air quality reports coming in throughout the day, and they've been fluctuating between orange and red, and still seeing many red dots on the map representing unhealthy air condition out there because of the smoke that's in the atmosphere, and that extends over into southern parts of Michigan. Now the problem is this smoke's going to stick around again tomorrow. We've got an air quality alert all the way until midnight tomorrow night, and when you look at the smoke tracker, the smoke will kind of dilute a little bit, but it's still going to be with us tomorrow, and potentially even into the weekend. We'll have some haze and smoke in the atmosphere. But I've also got some rain chances for the weekend. We'll time that out for you coming up.
All right, Larry, and the smoke in the air really has been affecting a lot of people in our area.
Yeah, ABC 7's Trey Ward tonight with that part of our coverage.
Devastating wildfires in Canada continue to send plumes of smoke descending beyond the northern country's border into the Chicago area, the city's skyline nearly obscured by the haze.
For it to come all the way down here and seeing it like this is just really eerie.
An air quality alert that was already in effect since yesterday is now extended through at least Friday night. Doctors warning people to limit their time outdoors. Experts say the most vulnerable to these unhealthy conditions are children, the elderly, pregnant women, and people with respiratory issues like asthma or emphysema.
I haven't been able to breathe as much, but I know as a kid, when I had really bad asthma, it was definitely harder to breathe. And I know some out there that that have sensitive asthma that for them it's gonna be harder to breathe.
Not only that, beloved, this thing can cause a lot of things with vision, with also the behavior of the people, as you can see, and a lot of those folks are killing each other. I just leave the names for you guys to decode on your own. Sometimes I do this, but most of the time I want you guys to do this on your own and do a little research and see what's going on over there, okay? And this thing is making people acting and going crazy. Let me see. Okay, all right. Let me go ahead and play this. Just I will make one comment, but I'll play this.
Right now at 11, President Trump resurrecting his travel ban, citing national security concerns. Now, it is similar to the proclamation he enacted during his first term in office.
The executive order will restrict people coming into the United States from 12 different countries. Take a look at the list, targeting African, Asian, and Middle Eastern countries. NBC's Jocelyn Moran joins us from SFO this evening with the new details. Jocelyn.
Well, this is different, but it is marking the return of one of the most divisive policies from the president's first term, that 2017 ban. Now, with this, there is concern for families who live in the Bay Area who have relatives who want to visit them from these countries.
This is frustrating and disappointing. It's unfortunately not surprising.
Tonight, President Trump signing a proclamation banning nationals from 12 countries from entering the United States. Those countries include Afghanistan, Burma, Chad, Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran.
So, this is what I want the people to see, okay? He banned 12 countries. All those, like 11 of those countries are somewhat in the first, second, and third part, and Haiti is on the fourth part, okay? Of course, we do know the reason why, again, he's doing this, because they are coming after Haiti, and we told you, you won't be able to get Haiti out of the news. And it's completely isolated, the gangs and everything. Just like every single American, wherever in the world, they know that the so-called Haitians are not putting the gangs over there, and our people are not doing this. It is just them. They are the arsonists that are playing firefighters chief. They are the people that set the fire and then say they will watch us. Oh, look, we're going to do this. We're going to come over there. We're going to get this thing going on. We're going to give them democracy and stuff like that. They could not just say we don't want people from Haiti coming to the land because there's a specific things concerning this country. But they put like Equatorial Guinea, Republic of Congo, Sudan, Chad, Libya, Eritrea, Iran, Afghanistan, Yemen, Somalia, and Burma. Why? Because they say, oh, there are so much war going on in these places. Okay, we don't want them to come here. Okay, of course, Russia, they don't put Russia, they don't put Saudi Arabia, they don't put Ukraine, they don't put those countries that are at war with each other, but they just said, oh, those places, there are war going on, and then those people are sending terrorists over there. Okay, they are sending terrorists. All right, and then every time you watch the news, what you're seeing, you see it's the Libyan murdering people, killing the Chad and the Haitians, or the Haitian gang overtaking the drugs. They're overtaking every neighborhood. They are killing people and stuff like that. Things when the so-called American public see things like that, it make them feel good because of sadism. A sadistic manner. They want to see things like that being done. It make them a little bit more, feel safe. Like, okay, these countries that somehow, for some reason, they just fall into the state that they fall in because they choose to, because they are stupid, they are incapable of doing themselves or behaving themselves and stuff like that. Let's ban them. Let's attack those people. So that's what happened here. So, and people are watching this. It's 12 of them. We know what they want to do with the number 12. But then again, it's supposed to happen like that. This is not something I want anybody to be outraged of. It's supposed to happen like that. Let it happen. We cannot stop this. You cannot stop that. It must happen like this.
Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. 7 of those countries, according to the proclamation, regularly declined to accept the return of their nationals or had visa overstay rates the administration deemed, quote, unacceptable. Others were included for inadequate screening and vetting measures. An additional 7 countries came under partial travel restrictions. Those include Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela.
So those countries partial or whatever that they try to say like, okay, well they have dictator and the dictators over there, just to muddy the water so they won't see what they're trying to do, partial.
Very simply, we cannot have open migration from any country where we cannot safely and reliably vet and screen those who seek to enter the United States.
In a video the White House shared Wednesday night, the president began the message by pointing to recent violence in Colorado where a man injured demonstrators in what city officials called an anti-Semitic attack. The suspect is from Egypt. Egypt is not on the list of countries under the newly announced travel bans. Zara Billu, the executive director of CARE in the Bay Area, says the concern is that the Trump administration is targeting countries based on political motivations.
We have a very robust vetting system for all individuals who seek to travel to the United States. The impact will be broad, and our concern is that people will not be able to see their relatives.
The proclamation does include exemptions for any lawful permanent resident of the U.S., recipients of Afghan special immigrant visas, diplomatic visas, immediate family member immigrant visas, visas for, quote, ethnic and religious minorities in Iran, adoptions, and dual nationals traveling on passports from unrestricted countries.
So again, you guys, you did the whole Colorado thing. Ashes, look at Ash. Things are happening so bad to Ashes over there.
Egypt is...
the Egyptians over there is killing Ish because, the Egyptian is always hating, Ish in the Bible, the Egyptian hating the Israelites. So Ish did this, but because they are doing this, and then we're not going to ban Egypt though. We're going to ban all those people over there, and we're going to be in Haiti and stuff like that. We're going to do this. Well, do that. Do this. We told you what's going to happen. Go ahead. And listen, keep on moving.
I went with a friend. This is a trail we probably do once a month, once every 6 weeks. And we were going out to Apache Wash, which is a great hiking, riding environment. Beautiful, beautiful desert. And so we were riding on a trail called Sidewinder. Sidewinder's a rattler, so there you go. Maybe it was prophetic. But we were in this trail a lot. So we're riding on this trail, and we came to a particular steep section of it. And I was riding a new bike that only has one gear, so I wasn't able to gear down for the steep section. And so I got to a point where I lost forward momentum, tried to unclip, didn't. The bike and I crashed into a bush. And that bush happened to...
Is that a cell phone?
Yep.
I'm just going to hook up cable just a little more. Lines are breaking.
Really?
Sorry, they kicked me out of film school. There was a small fire. I didn't really think it was fire.
That's 6 years ago. I think I mistake this for something else. Yes, I think it's this one.
It's quite a relaxed.
This one, man, when I'm asleep, this guy got bit by a snake. When I'm asleep, I don't know. When I'm sleeping, I don't know what to do.
A manhunt.
Okay. All right. This is the thing that I want to talk about where the smoke particle the sun is doing to these people. Okay, watch this. How long we are into this thing? All right, good. Watch this.
A manhunt underway for the father of 3 sisters found dead in the woods in Washington state. The bodies of 9-year-old Peyton, 8-year-old Evelyn, and 5-year-old Olivia Decker discovered near a campground in the town of Leavenworth. Authorities believe the girls were suffocated. Police now looking for their father, 32-year-old Travis Decker. The mother of the girls called police when Decker didn't bring them back after his court-appointed visit on Friday.
Just because a parent with custodial privileges is late bringing a child back does not mean there's been an abduction. And so there was not specific evidence of an abduction.
Going on 20 years, I don't think I've had a situation that has really almost prompted tears to come up. We feel for the family.
Police say the case didn't meet the criteria for an Amber Alert, but an endangered missing person alert was sent out. Court records show Decker was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder and was living in his truck.
Anything, man, anything for the excuses. This dude, he murdered those 3 little girls. They are crazy and stuff. The sun and those particles they are inhaling is changing there at the end, and they are reverted back to what they were. All right, that's what that is.
We come on the air here at 4 with some breaking news. Search teams just finding the body of a second hiker missing on Mount Katahdin in a wooded area between trails. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. First at 4, I'm Megan Torgeson.
I'm John Krisos. We're also hearing from someone who reached the summit on Monday and learning more about where the Keterlings were before hiking.
But right now, let's start with the details that are just coming into our newsroom within the last hour.
Just this afternoon, search teams discovered the body of 28-year-old Esther Keterling in a wooded area between 2 known trails. Since Monday, crews have been searching for Esther and her father, 58-year-old Tim Keterling, who were last seen alive on Sunday morning on their way to the summit of Mount Katahdin. The massive search operation includes game wardens, park rangers, K-9 teams on the ground, and those helicopters were scanning the trails from the sky. Crews eventually finding the body of Tim Keterling near the summit of Maine's tallest mountain Tuesday afternoon. Then his daughter's body was found on the tablelands just a day later, not long ago.
More tragedy.
A man federal authorities say is linked to a bombing last month at a fertility clinic in Palm Springs, California, is now facing charges. CBS News' Andres Gutierrez is following this story.
Federal authorities have arrested a man in connection with last month's car bombing outside a fertility clinic in Palm Springs, California.
Today, my office and the FBI are announcing the arrest of Daniel Park, a Washington state resident charged in a federal criminal complaint.
Daniel Park is accused of providing and attempting to provide material support to Guy Edward Barkus. Authorities say Barkus was killed as he bombed the American Reproductive Center's clinic in May.
Mr. Park, who shares Barkus's extremist beliefs, is accused of shipping approximately 180 pounds of ammonium nitrate, an explosive precursor commonly used to construct homemade bombs, to Barkus.
Officials say Park paid for an additional 90 pounds of ammonium nitrate that was shipped to Barkus in the days leading up to the attack. Officials allege both spent about 2 weeks together in California early this year conducting experiments in Barkus's garage. The complaint against Park says the FBI recovered large quantities of chemicals and lab equipment in that garage after the bombing.
The bomb injured numerous victims, destroyed the clinic's building, and damaged surrounding buildings and areas, causing a debris field of approximately 250 yards in size.
The 32-year-old appeared in federal court in Brooklyn on Wednesday. Park was arrested Tuesday night at New York's JFK International Airport after returning to the U.S. from Poland, where law enforcement officials detained him. Andres Gutierrez, CBS News.
Well, that's what's going on. People are losing your freaking mind. You know, and they won't call those dudes terrorists, and they won't ban Poland, and they won't ban those guys. They won't ban any country in Europe. But you know, you guys did this bombing and stuff. But people will take this bombing, and then you say, hey, what about those Haitians eating those pets over there? Which there is no evidence of that, but we have the evidence of the bomb that killed the fertility clinic or whatever. Destroyed that, you know, kind of like drop you guys below that fertility rate. Which one you want to ban? And the answer will surprise you. Let's keep on moving.
With 2 counts of homicide after fatally shooting his mother and father-in-law. His mother-in-law and his father-in-law. So apparently broke into his in-laws' home on Glasgow Way just after 7 Tuesday night. Police say he shot and killed the 74-year-old Robert Ackerman and 75-year-old Gretchen Ackerman with his wife and children inside the house. This guy had been served divorce papers just before breaking into the home. He is currently being held in Northampton County Prison and has a court appearance scheduled for June 18th. Man.
In Bucks County, a family counselor is heading to trial on charges he secretly recorded patients and staff in the bathroom of his former Quakertown office. The Bucks County District Attorney says investigators have identified 21 victims of 55-year-old Jonathan Elliott Moyer. Prosecutors say those victims include minors.
Oh, boy.
In one disturbing instance, Moyer is accused of positioning a camera to attempt to capture a video up the shorts of an unsuspecting girl. He's due back in court at the end of the month.
So,
how about some better news? Let's go to Delco.
Okay, so this man, people will not scrutinize him and see where he came from and ban everybody over there. But hey, yeah, that's what that is, okay? Okay, let me see. Oh, that's the video that I was watching.
Horrific scene. Horrific scene. A personal watercraft, which had 2 females on board, was being driven at a high rate of speed near the shoreline of Oak Grove Park when the incident occurred. The driver, 21-year-old Carolyn Alejandra Gonzalez from Venezuela, fled the scene in a vehicle with 21-year-old Michael Correo Boroso. While leaving the area, the vehicle collided with 2 other vehicles.
It's my understanding that both individuals crossed the southern border in 2023 or 2024. They were arrested at the time of entry, processed for a notice to appear.
So, again, this thing traveled from Canada, okay, Manibota over there, to all the way to Europe, okay? That's no joke. It's very far. It is no joke. So, what do we learn? We learn that the Holy One is indeed in the midst. We learn there is nothing those people can do about this. Beloved, there's a lot of things that's going to happen this summer. Keep an eye, or keep your eye in the sky. Let none distracted you with their garbages and feud and nonsense and stuff like that. I will leave you with peace. I will leave you with love. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. Shalom.